All just Doppler days, Spielman, Dave.
You know you're having a bad day when you get all the blowing dust and sand, you don't get any rain. But a lot of folks had to experience that. Some of you folks did pick up some rainfall today, and I know you're happy about that. But, you know, the good news is we're not tracking anything severe. These are some isolated storms, but mainly just some rain, which is occurring. We're not seeing as many lightning strikes, but a lot of that rainfall continues to make its way into portions of Hudspeth County. Here's some of the wind speeds, and the winds were gustier than that. We had some gusts 50, 60 miles an hour. It was really rocking and rolling out there in some parts of town today, so that's what kicked up the dust and sand. There's a look at some of the rainfall estimates around parts of town. Not a whole lot. You know, we had more dust and sand than anything out there, but as we kind of drift around and take a look on the east side of town by the airport, some areas, maybe 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch of rainfall being reported. We had some spots a little bit heavier, maybe 1/2 an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Again, this is Doppler rainfall estimates. See the hospitals in Providence right there, maybe getting closer to 1/2 an inch of rain. You folks in Las Cruces, you did see the dust and sand. You did have some thunderstorms, some lightning, and some rain accumulated in parts of town as well. And then you head towards White Sands. Look at this, where we have some of the darker greens. Some of the heavier rainfall amounts. You also experience the blowing dust and sand out there in White Sands as well. All right, so the first alert continues tomorrow. This is the reason. We're going to be looking at some thunderstorms breaking out again. Look at this. Most of southern New Mexico and far west Texas. Some of these storms are going to be severe. We're talking about some hail, but primarily, you know, some blowing dust and sand and some strong winds out there. We could even see some flooding rain. Some of these storms are not going to be moving very quickly. So where you see some of the shaded areas in green, we could see some of that. Better opportunity, unfortunately, going to be up there in the Sacramento Mountains, where we're going to be looking at, again, the possibility for some heavy rain. But as I mentioned, the wind's going to be some of the bigger stories that we talk about for tomorrow. Up at TRC, Las Cruces, El Paso, Del City, Alamogordo. These storms are going to have quite a bit of outflow, so the winds likely to pick up, gusts 50, 60 miles an hour with some of that blowing dust and sand, unfortunately, again, for tomorrow. Here's a look at our latest future track computer model. Lunchtime. Not too bad. We're going to be tracking some of these storms that'll be rolling in here, and you can see they're going to be moving from north to south across the area, and some of these, again, going to have quite a bit of punch with them, some heavy rain. And then once we head towards tomorrow night, a lot of these storms will start to quiet down. We'll start to settle down a little bit more on Thursday, although Thursday we're still going to be talking about a chance for some showers and storms. All right, first alert day tomorrow, 99 degrees. Match what we hit today. 60% chance of storms. 98 on Thursday, 30% chance of storms, 98 on Friday. The rain chances come down as we make our way towards the weekend, but then they pick up by early next week as temperatures stay right around the mid-90s. We'll take a break. F Sports.